What's going on, guys? It's Danny from Slow Restoration, and we have a big empty spot here. That's because the Corvette is now back over on the lift bay. I'm going to finish positioning it, get it lifted back up. The differential is on its way back. It's scheduled for delivery today. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. FedEx sometimes, yeah, their shipping is not the best sometimes. So it is, if I look at the tracking, it still says it's coming today, but I'd be surprised. But we can at least get the Corvette back on the lift, get it back up, and get that rear subframe pulled back out. It's a little risky. We're assuming everything's going to show up and be good and ready to go. I have faith in RPM transmission. I do not have faith in FedEx, but I think I'm going to chance it and get this thing ready to go. And then as soon as that shows up, we can put the differential back on, fill up fluids, and try it out. One thing that definitely makes lifting a Corvette a lot easier is obviously we already had it on these dollies so we could move it out of the way by ourselves. But if you have it up on something, dollies included, the lift arms swing right underneath. Well, we have it up in the air and everything is loose because we just kind of put it back together to make it move around. So we'll get it all pulled back apart. Yeah, everything's just kind of finger tight and slid into place. We'll get all these bolts pulled out and get that subframe dropped back out. And as soon as the differential shows back up, with everything loose, everything out of the way, all the bolts back out. Like I said, everything was finger tight, so it came apart pretty easy. We have the dolly still here. We have the jack. Should be able to jack the car right up and slip the subframe right back out of the way. There we have it. Subframe's on the ground. We'll slip it back out of the way just to make it easier to work here. That's all good. We'll pull all this stuff back off, and we will get this cleaned up, and we're just now waiting on that differential to get here. Let me tell you a story. It starts with and ends with FEDEX sucks. Yes, I know, I understand there's a lot of things going on that affect shipping. The coronavirus affects a lot with supplies and stuff like that. But when you get a shipping notification that says it will be there, at this point yesterday, today's Friday the 24th, all day yesterday, I got a notification saying it's gonna be here. I went on the tracking. It was delivered at the local place. Gonna be here by the end of the day, the 23rd. So all yesterday, kept checking shipping updates. Gonna be delivered the 23rd. It's FedEx Freight, which I thought was better than normal FedEx. Apparently not, but I should have knew better. Got the car in, as you saw, got it up in the air, got the whole subframe, rear subframe pulled out from under it, everything cleaned. We're literally, the second that differential comes in, we can jam this thing back together. This car needs to be, it's Friday, Monday, by Monday morning, it needs to be at a shop to get full paint correction. If it doesn't show up, it's obviously, I'm either gonna have to put it back together to make it roll and get it to that shop so I don't miss my appointment, or I'm gonna miss that appointment and keep it here on the lift. Yeah, it just sucks. I mean, it's frustrating. I understand if you have shipments that take priority. I fully understand that. Update your shipping notifications. I'm a small shop. I have one lift. It's now tied up completely because you didn't update your shipping notifications. Like I said, I never would have, if They didn't tell me it was going to be here yesterday. I never would put the car on the lift, tore it back apart, and had it prepped. It's not that big a deal if I didn't know it. But when you send notifications and it's, you send a notification, I assume if that's correct. I'm going to put the car up, get it prepped just like we are now. Yeah, I don't even have words. It's not the first time. It's not the second time. It's not the third time. FedEx delivery notification. I should have learned my lesson. I should have knew better. Like I said, I thought FedEx Freight was better than that, but apparently they're about the same as FedEx, the normal shipping. Like I said, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't come within 2 days of being shipped. Just when it's scheduled and I get notifications saying it's going to be here and I take actions and schedule accordingly, and then it gets held up. At this point, if it doesn't show up today, there's a good chance it may not get here till next week. So now we are 4 days of my lift tied up because you didn't update your shipping notifications. It's not like this is a free shipping service. We pay for this. We pay to have FedEx ship the stuff. We pay for their whole process. So the shipping notifications are also part of what we pay for. Why pay for something that doesn't work? This is not a complaint video just because I did not get them within X amount of days, my part. This is a video because of the notification saying I was going to get it all day yesterday. I spent all day working around here, but not doing some of the things I wanted to do just so I was available here all day to unload this shipment. It's on a pallet. It needs to be forklift off. Yeah. This is a video because of the notifications. Don't say you're going to be here and you don't show up. And then the next day, not even knowing when you're going to show up. If you don't know when you're going to show up, don't say you're going to be here. I don't have a problem with waiting a couple days if I don't know, or I know you're not going to be here. So, yeah. Anyway, back to our FedEx story. It is now Tuesday, and yesterday I finally tracked down the number, called them, and of course it was a fiasco. And I know it probably seems like I'm just complaining about this, but it's just annoying. I've had over the years a bunch of issues with FedEx, so I'm not sure why it's such an issue, whether it's just localized to this area or if it's just company-wide. I don't really know. But anyway, the first thing they told me when I called yesterday, that the package was sitting there and it was waiting for an appointment to deliver it, which doesn't make any sense. And the reason I wasn't contacted was they didn't have a phone number. Well, obviously I have access to the shipping information and I can track everything and I can see my phone number on there. So they transfer me to FedEx Freight, which is what this is coming by. And the first thing they did was read off my phone number. So I know they had the phone number, obviously. And long story short, it's scheduled for delivery today. Let's hope that happens. We can get this thing put back together and move on. Like I said, it's now Tuesday. This car was supposed to be at Pristine Auto Detail Monday, and obviously it's still sitting here pulled apart. So unbelievable. Well, here it is. It's showing up, it looks like, but why he's coming up that road, I have no idea. These guys are something special for sure. Get the John Deere fired up. Get this thing unloaded and get them out of here. And of course that was painless, but it's here now. Whatever. We're gonna get this installed. Here we go. Fresh back from RPM transmission. We do have to put oil in it, of course. They're going to ship it dry. Everyone does. Let's get this inside and get it thrown up on the transmission. We'll get it tightened up, get some oil in it, get our subframe back under, and get this thing finished up. We did go ahead and put our mounts back on, and since it's up and everything's out of the way, we put the mufflers back on. All that's done. Our emergency brake lines are pulled back out of the way. Now we can actually take that subframe and slide it under the car. As you can see, we got everything pretty close. We still have our subframe on and suspension on the dollies and on the jack there. So lining it up is pretty easy. We can move it all around. We'll continue to jack it down or let it down, and we'll pull our axles up, get them lined up, and they should pop right in. We can get them lined, or the spines lined up, or at least get them close. We don't want them pinched underneath of it. We'll get them close. This whole assembly here will pull out, and that gives you enough room to pop the axle anyway. So let's keep going down, paying attention, and lining everything up. There we go. We got both sides axles started on the splines. We'll continue to let this down. Obviously we're going to line up our alignment pin here, but the stud front and back. Watch your brake line as it comes across the frame. Make sure it doesn't pinch. We'll continue to go down. We'll see if we can get that as we come down. It's just starting to hit the studs there. Jockey this around a little bit again. As you can see, we got the back stud and yeah, the alignment pin and the stud lined up. So we got another on the back side there. We'll go on the other side, do the same thing, and keep moving this around so everything lines up. We do have to line our mounts, make sure they're lined up for the differential itself into the cradle. But as soon as we get that stuff lined up, we'll pick it up and finish installing this stuff up in the air. Moving back up. We're now lined up with everything. We have all 4 of the subframe nuts on there. They're all loose. We can move this around if need be. We'll get the pole jack out of here. It's loose now, and we'll lower it down and start making sure everything's completely lined up, and start actually tightening stuff down. Well, we ran out of bolts to put back in, so I guess we're done or real close to it. Let's get the wheels thrown back up on there. We'll get all that tightened up. We do have to run out and get differential fluid, RPM from this tag. They're saying they want 7590, and if you read the directions here, or the break-in differential installation guide and break-in procedure, they do want they're recommending Valvoline full synthetic 7590. She's alive. We got everything topped off. We're gonna run through the gears just a little bit on the lift. That way we can, while it's still on the lift, we can put it back up and check fluid levels, top everything off, and then we'll take it for a test drive. Already I can tell it's quiet, so we should be good. We're just gonna top everything off, make sure everything looks good. All right guys, we took it for a test drive and it looks like success. It's nice and really quiet. So the next thing we're going to do with this car is it's going to pristine auto detail. Here we are pulling into pristine. I'm not sure where they're going to want it, but we'll park it over here. All right, we got it in pristine shop, safe and sound, and we'll let them take care of it from here. You can kind of see the swirls in it. All right guys, it looks like it's Corvette week here at Pristine. They got a black one they're buffing. I think that one's brand new, right Chad? Yeah, 19 left over. I think it's sat in the showroom and they kept wiping it down. Yep, it happens. And this one's, I think it looks good. It's got some kind of supercharger on it. He's gonna pop the hood. Oh yeah, yeah. Is it an A&A? Oh, ECS. Huh. Probably does good.
Yeah, sure. He said he wants it back, and it's a nice day today. He's like, you can drive it to my house. I think it lives like an hour away. I'll give you a ride home. I'm like, I better not.
Yeah. All right, Chad. Thank you. Enjoy it. Yep.
I'll make sure not to break that rear end when I'm on the first burnout.
Right.